The man merely touched the Mercedes-Benz emblem, and a complete Mercedes-Benz car appeared right in front of him, so he continued to use his magic power. A motorcade made up of Mercedes-Benz cars then showed up before him. The reason why the man had such amazing abilities was that, one day ago, his girlfriend came with a rich second-generation guy and broke up with him. Not only did they mock the man for being a poor guy, but they even smashed the spirit tablet the man worshipped. Just then, a beam of golden light shot out from the broken spirit tablet and entered the man's arm, so he gained the ability to repair everything. To test whether this superpower was real or not, the man took out the broken antique pieces he bought from the antique market. He placed the antique fragments on the ground, and then gently ran his hand over the broken pieces. The next second the fragments actually restored into a complete antique porcelain bowl. The man was extremely excited about this. He realized that as long as he had the fragments he could restore the antique to its complete form. If he had more fragments he could restore more antiques. So he directly smashed the complete porcelain bowl. Then he started to use his restoration ability. Sure enough, all the fragments that his palm passed over were restored to their complete state. He marveled that he had found a shortcut to financial freedom. So he quickly took the restored porcelain bowl to an antique store. The boss took the porcelain bowl and began to appraise it carefully. To his surprise he found that the porcelain bowl was an antique from 300 years ago, so he immediately offered $5 million to buy it. The man thought to himself that he had over a dozen porcelain bowls exactly like this. If he sold them all, wouldn't he get rich? Just then, Lisa the wealthy daughter and her best friend walked into the antique store. They came to ask the boss to help repair a broken jade ingot. They promised that if the ingot was repaired they would pay a reward of $1 million. But the boss said that his skills couldn't repair this kind of damaged jade. Even if it was repaired it would be a defective product. And the man saw all this. The two young ladies were just about to go to another antique store to find someone to repair it. The man immediately said that he could repair their jade. The antique store boss quickly advised the man not to lie on purpose. Seeing how young the man was, Lisa's best friend asserted that the man definitely didn't have the skill to repair antiques. But the man didn't want to argue with her anymore. He boasted that he could repair it in just 1 minute. But the antique store boss angrily rebuked the man, saying that he simply didn't know how to repair antiques, because it would take at least half a month to repair jade in this broken state. The man told him to wait and see. Then Lisa handed the jade to him. The man turned around with his back to them and started to repair it. Then he immediately turned back and showed the complete jade ingot to everyone. Everyone was in disbelief. The boss was shocked that the man had repaired it in less than a minute. The man asked Lisa to pay the reward, but Lisa's best friend said she needed to check if the jade was real. The man said they could check it however they wanted. The best friend advised Lisa to check carefully to prevent the man from swapping it. The man insisted that he didn't care about an ordinary jade. The best friend explained that this jade ingot not only had a history of 500 years, but it was also a priceless treasure, the only one in the world. The man asked the boss if this ingot was really that rare. The boss immediately said it was a peerless treasure, the only one in the world. But the man claimed that he had a bunch of such treasures. Lisa was very shocked when she heard this. The best friend thought the man must be lying. Then the man turned his back to everyone. He started to repair with the remaining fragments in his hand. He even replicated 8 jade ingots right in front of everyone. The boss immediately suspected that there was something wrong with his eyes, but the man said he hadn't taken out all of them yet. Then he continuously took out ingots in front of everyone and placed them before them. Lisa and her best friend were completely stunned by the scene. The best friend immediately claimed that they were all fake. The man said they could ask the store boss to check and they would know if they were real. After checking, the boss was surprised to find that all the ingots were genuine. The best friend immediately paid the man $1 million as a reward. Then Lisa took the restored jade ingot to her father. When her father inspected the jade, he showed a shocked expression. Lisa thought she had been deceived by the man, but her father said she wasn't deceived. Lisa was very confused. Her father immediately praised the person who repaired the jade as a top-notch master, because there was a barely noticeable crack on the jade that had been repaired. Only then did Lisa realize how superb the man's skills were. Her father judged that the master who repaired the jade must be an elderly one, but Lisa said the man was about her age. Her father was shocked again, so he ordered Lisa to give her father's car to the man, and asked her to try to recruit the man as the company's chief restorer. At the same time, when the man was on his way to the company, he ran into his ex-girlfriend and the rich second-generation guy. The rich second-generation guy mocked the man for finally coming to work. The man said what he did had nothing to do with him, but his ex-girlfriend claimed that the rich second-generation guy had become a shareholder of the company, and the manager also said that from now on the man would work under the rich second-generation guy. The man realized that they were deliberately targeting him. The ex-girlfriend demanded that the man kneel down and beg them now. Then they would let the man stay and work in the company. Just then, Lisa and her best friend happened to see the scene where the man was being harassed, and Lisa thought this was a good chance to recruit the man. So she called her subordinates and asked them to send her father's car in front of the man. At this time the manager was also urging the man to kneel down to the rich second-generation guy. He even raised his hand ready to hit the man, but the man slapped him back instead. Everyone was surprised that the man had such courage. The ex-girlfriend thought the man was a stupid guy who acted impulsively. The rich second-generation guy said he was willing to give the man a chance to kneel down and apologize. Just then, a luxurious Mercedes-Benz car drove up in front of everyone. The driver ran up to the man and said he was sent by Lisa to deliver the car. Everyone was shocked to see this, because the Lisa in the driver's words was the daughter of the country's richest man. The ex-girlfriend immediately said they must have gotten the wrong person for the car delivery. The rich second-generation guy also thought that the daughter of the richest man must want to befriend him. It definitely couldn't be this poor guy, the man. And Lisa and her best friend were driving towards them. Some people guessed that since they could afford sports cars they must be extraordinary. They walked up to the man and greeted him. The ex-girlfriend immediately mocked them, saying they must have bad eyes to like the man. Then Lisa immediately stepped forward and slapped the ex-girlfriend. She said that she was a snob and had no right to judge. Lisa's best friend also mocked the rich second-generation guy for finding such a stupid girlfriend. The rich second-generation guy didn't expect that they really wanted to give the luxury car car to this poor guy the man. Lisa said the rich second-generation guy had no right to boss them around. The ex-girlfriend immediately said that the man was just a weakling hiding behind women. She mocked that the man could never afford a luxury car without relying on women. The man said that even without relying on others he could afford a Mercedes-Benz. The rich second-generation guy claimed that if the man could really afford a Mercedes-Benz, he would eat the Mercedes-Benz logo. Then the man asked the driver if the logo could be removed. The driver said the car now belonged to the man and he could do whatever he wanted with it. Then the driver removed the logo as the man instructed and handed it to him. The man said the rich second-generation guy would soon be able to eat the logo. The ex-girlfriend thought the man was just trying to attract attention. The man said they would regret it in 10 minutes. Then he walked outside with the logo in his hand. The man thought that since his superpower could repair antiques, it should also be able to turn the logo into a car. So he started to inject his magical ability into the logo. Then a brand new Mercedes-Benz appeared in front of him. He exclaimed that his idea could really work. So he started to continuously use the logo to create a complete Mercedes-Benz motorcade. At the same time, the company manager was worried that the man could really afford a Mercedes-Benz, but the rich second-generation guy said it would take at least a week to order a car. He was sure that the man was just bluffing. Lisa and her best friend were also worried that the man might not be able to handle it. Just then, a motorcade made up of Mercedes-Benz cars drove up in front of them, and when they saw that it was the man getting out of the car, everyone was in disbelief. The ex-girlfriend immediately said it couldn't be true, because the man couldn't even afford a brand name bag before. There was no way he could afford a luxury car. The rich second-generation guy also said it was all fake. Then the man snapped his fingers. A group of people got out of the Mercedes-Benz cars one after another. They respectfully called the man boss. Everyone was very surprised.